Hey everybody, Alex Kozora, SteelersDepot.com, back to do another video, a third, how about that one? Video for you guys this week, breaking down the Steelers and Chiefs game. Doing this video for today, it'll go up Sunday for Steelers Depot. Those who subscribe to me on YouTube will see this today on Saturday, in all likelihood, because obviously the Steelers don't play till Monday night, so instead of doing game predictions and the usual Sunday articles that we go with, we'll wait until Monday for that. There'll be a Tampa Bay scattering report with Dan Vasco, Josh Carney, and myself for Monday morning as well. So, I'll keep this video relatively short. Just a couple plays I want to go through. And I did want to look at a positive from this Chiefs game on the offensive side of the football. No surprise that the positive comes from the offensive side. But I want to talk about briefly regarding JuJu Smith-Schuster, his strong start to his sophomore year. Certainly no sophomore slump for him that some receivers and some players in general might succumb to. But the thing that impressed me about JuJu is just that, he does not look or feel or play like a 21-year-old or a second-year guy. I think his football IQ and obviously the production he's had is really impressive, again, for where he's at in this stage of his career. So, as I'm already rolling through, and I'll go through the plays relatively quickly, just a couple of examples of that for them today. From the Chiefs game, JuJu first play here, end of the first quarter, going to line up in the slot. And this is not necessarily a super high level, whoa, an amazing kind of play, but it's just the little things, the detail things. And when you're a slot receiver, JuJu's playing a ton more out of the slot this year than he was last year. The details matter. You look at the Ryan Switzer incompletion on 3rd and 3 last week. That was a detail thing where they didn't get a hand signal and they just didn't, Ben and Switzer didn't get on the same page, and that's to be expected for their newness, but the details in the slot matter. So JuJu running against zone coverage here. It's going to sit down, get square, show his numbers to Ben, then quick to the tuck, get upfield, and it's a nice, strong completion. We'll go from the aerial view to show it. Again, just feeling man versus zone. We're running against man coverage. We're sitting versus zone. That's what JuJu does here. Find the soft spot, sit down, get square, show the numbers to the quarterback, make the catch, get upfield, no dancing, and pick up a first down. So we can go through it one more time, move on to the next play. But again, it's simple. I know it's not super complicated or the most mind-blowing thing in the world, but it's a very detail-oriented thing. Sit down, show your numbers to the quarterback, and make the play. And that's how you earn trust, and that's why Ben already has immense trust in JuJu Smith-Schuster. So again, sit down, we're square, making a hands catch, quick to the tuck, making the play. Go to the next one here. And actually, I think it's going to roll right into it. So, there you go. JuJu, I believe, is in the slot here, up top. This is going to be some of the nuance in his route running. Obviously, he's not, JuJu isn't, it's a penalty, isn't like an AB where he's a natural separator and a, absurdly good route runner. But some of the things that he has, the physicality that he has, that maybe AB to some lesser extent doesn't, is going to help JuJu get open. So again, JuJu in the slot up here, working on, I think, the safety here, maybe the slot corner, but right here. And just a little push off at the top of the route just to create that space. Yeah, is it technically a push off? You bet that it is, but they're rarely going to call that, and it's worth the risk. So just creating that space at the top of the route. Right there, just sticking out the arm, pushing off, creating that space. Now there's separation to run his over route, make the catch, and another first down on back-to-back plays. I'm not sure if the end zone view has a good angle for it or not. We'll check right here. It's hard to see because you kind of lose him at the bottom, but creating that space, you get the first down. I'll roll it back one more time. Actually, I'll go slow-mo on it too, because that might be helpful for a play like this. Just this little subtle push off right there with his right arm, just to create that space as he's on his break. That's all you need. Doesn't have to be exaggerated, doesn't have to be anything super, crazy. But you make the play, get another first down. So that's how JuJu's going to win, with his size, his physicality, more so than the super nuances of route running the way that Antonio Brown does, for example. Alright, we'll stick in the second quarter here. 2 more plays to go through. This is the touchdown to JuJu. Again, a line in the slot, as he's been, I think maybe PFF had the stat of like 88% of the time this year, somewhere around there. So a lot of slot work for JuJu. He's going to run this slant, kind of flat combination with AB and Smith-Schuster. Good job here not to pick each other. And it could have hit the slant here for sure, just as an aside to AB, but then goes to JuJu on the out. and make the catch. Now, what I really like about this play is this subtle movement. Again, slot work and receiver work. It's all about being subtle. Is coming back downhill at the top of the route just to make it that much tougher for the corner to make a play on it. So there's JuJu just retracing the steps, coming downhill, making a nice hands catch, catching the ball just before he gets pushed out of the end zone by the corner there. Just that little subtle movement because if he takes that too flat, then the corner might have a really good chance to be able to either undercut the route or make a play on the football, make a contested and combative catch situation. But being able to come downhill right there, instead of coming flat, he's coming downhill a little bit. Now the corner's got to come down with him. Cornerback's already off balance off the little push-off. Make a hands catch, and it's a touchdown. We'll see if the end zone view provides a decent look. I don't think it will, maybe at the catch point. But I'll get one look at it here, and then we'll go back to the aerial view one more time. But again, nice combative catch. Away from the defender. Yeah, you don't get a great look at it there, unfortunately. I'll go slow-mo for it. Move on to the next play. But again, just that little subtle nuance. Good route here, good rub. And then just coming downhill, working back, boxing the corner out, and making a nice contested grab and adjustment to the football as well. Last one, big 4th down conversion here late in the game. And again, we mentioned on the first play that vision, being able to get in the quarterback's line of sight. That happens here for JuJu, lined up on the outside this time. Again, wants to run the slant initially, it's not going to be available. Kind of turns into a broken play and almost a scramble drill. JuJu getting back in the line of sight of his quarterback, making a nice adjustment to the football on 4th down, keep the drive in the game at the time still alive for the Steelers. So again, nice pocket by the line, got to give them credit. Failed stunt here on the left side. But JuJu just working to his quarterback, making a catch. Again, it's not this, Sports Center top 10 stuff, but it's all about the details. It's all about the little things. That's what JuJu has shown a really good grasp of. And again, for 21 years old, for a second year in the league, I know people criticize him for being the fun-loving guy that he is extremely, extremely detail-oriented. And you don't get to have that high degree of success in the slot that he's enjoyed without being a very detail-oriented and a very focused player. So one last look at it. Again, wants to run the slant. It's not there. Again, man coverage. So instead of sitting, like he said on the first play, we're going to run away. We're going to find grass that way. Get in the quarterback's line of sight. Make the catch. Move the sticks. Keep the game alive. Little stuff from JuJu. Does not have to be the most flashy plays. Obviously, we've seen him make some of those splash, high-impact plays. Not to the degree of Antonio Brown, but certainly he's had his own fair share of big plays. But when you're a slot receiver, your job is to do a lot of the dirty work, do a lot of the gritty things that other receivers don't always have to do. And that's what he's been able to show on a consistent basis. So a lot of reason to be excited about this pass game because of AB, and certainly because of JuJu Smith-Schuster in his development as he's really rocketing from year 1 and year 2. So let me know your thoughts below in the comment section, whether you're listening on YouTube, Steelers Depot, or following me on Twitter at Alex_Kozora. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.